For THV in your town, we'll send things out there now to Dawn Scott.
Neil, it's usually you out here for THV in your town. We're at Dam Site Park along Greers Ferry Lake, one of the most beautiful spots in Arkansas. Dan Grossman here with me. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh, you can't get any nicer than this.
Except for we probably should be in the water at this point with the temperatures that Ed was talking about. They're pretty bad. There is so much to do in this part of Arkansas. So many unique little treasures. You found one of them, too.
Yeah, you know, in these small towns you find some of the most unique things, and one of them is a train collection you might never have ever seen before. You know, they have millions of stories, literally millions of stories you might never see anywhere else, and it's not only that, it's a purpose for a much bigger cause.
You can touch them, you can see them, you can speak it and breathe it as you come here.
Human nature suggests we're wired for connections.
It's just become an amazing adventure.
How fitting a concept in a place.
Because we never anticipated what we've got now.
Modeled after the very things that first connected our country centuries ago.
When I first opened the door, my jaw just dropped like a Looney Tunes character.
Trainmaster Daniel Hip,
But no, it didn't. That didn't really happen. I just like to exaggerate.
may have a small flair for the dramatic, but who can blame him when he works in a shop that has a toy collection that rivals a 10-year-old's?
There's millions of stories in here. Oh, this is the best thing, yeah. Marrying my wife was the best.
Ruland is creator, collector, and connoisseur of it all.
What we have here is a track switch that my dad made on a piece of plywood.
Having inherited many of these relics from his dad Ed, who used to take everyday items and make model train parts out of them. But that's not where the magic in this place rumbles along. I mean, sure, we could tell you about the pieces sent from South Africa, or this one-of-a-kind model used by the nation's leading boxcar manufacturer.
You know, we were just going to build a museum and have guests come.
But after all, they're just toys on an impressive track record that have lent themselves
So it's kind of life-changing, actually.
to something greater.
I mean, this place really changed my life.
Daniel has autism and can sometimes struggle connecting to other people.
Oh, he's so much more open now. He's very sociable.
That is, until Wayne brought him on board as trainmaster.
I used to really try to rush things. We're going to put wood through here.
Same goes for 10-year-old tour guide Joseph Rose.
I'll be making most of the concession stands.
And counterpart Maggie Williams, both of whom came in as guests and now work for the museum.
With every new person that comes in the door, it's new possibilities. It's like, how do you reach them, or how you're going to affect them, or are they going to affect you?
But what good is a teacher?
Once I had the surgery, they thought they couldn't use me anymore because it wasn't something they wanted to work around.
Who hasn't learned his own lesson?
Because every interview I went to, I was hired, but then I told them what my limitations were.
A few years before his train emporium came about, Wayne had surgery to repair arthritis in both feet, a condition he's been battling since his teens. He was let go from his factory job and forced to look elsewhere, but couldn't find work.
Well, I had 3 bad interviews in a week, and I came home and told my wife I'm going to do something for children.
So what better way to prove all those who said no wrong than build a museum by hand and fill it with a bunch of little engines that could?
I've opened up a little bit more to people.
One day, if I ever get a real paying job, I can apply what he taught me to that job.
Fitting how it was trains that made these connections in a place where it's the rail ties that bind.
There's been a lot of people come through here that have changed my life. Daniel's definitely one of them. Joseph is. So is Jamie, and so is Maggie, because they all don't mind being a friend with an old man.
So that is Ruland Junction, and I guess behind us we've got some stuff going on.
Okay.